Goedemorgen. Dog owners walking their dog, having a talk. Walking their dog, having a talk. And of course, when you don't have a dog and you're walking, you can still have a talk. But there's probably no reason to walk. When you have a dog, you probably have to. Otherwise, maybe for sure, your dog will not like it when he has to do number one, number two. It's nicer to go outside than clean up the mess inside. Looks like some trees broke off. Just to my right. Rewind if you missed it. Looks still a little bit frozen here on the ground. Also a tree that snapped off in the woods. Multiple actually. In summertime this is much nicer, it's much greener. All trees do have leaves and it's way more dense and more green. And there's probably sunshine. And it's 25 degrees more temperature than it's now. On the other hand, I'm not sweating at all in these temperatures, that's great. Normally I sweat like crazy, but that's not going to happen today. At least not in the way I normally do. Sweating all over the place, back, front, even the legs. Finding sweat in places you never knew there could be sweat coming out of there. Nope, looking at the camera and veering off course. Looking at the camera, the light on top of it is a blinking blue light on the top, which indicates that I'm recording, and that's the way to see if things are still okay. I do have a spare battery with me, or an external power bank actually. Maybe I should connect. Ah. Getting cold toes actually. Wearing leather shoes. Quite thick leather, but still, for me being with my foot quite well steady, not wiggling my toes every time. Oh dear, mud again. Shit. Being my fingers I can wiggle quite a lot, but my toes not so much. So that's why my toes are getting cold, because they are stationary in my shoes. I'm now trying to wiggle my toes to get the blood flow a little bit more. Otherwise I will have icy toes when I get home, which is not what you want. Actually can hurt, especially when with cold toes you bump into something. That's horrible. Oh my God, no, think about it. It's hitting something with your bare foot, or stepping on a Lego, also quite worse. Well, oh, somebody else is on the bike, some family or two people, probably married to each other, or not, because the man was quite a lot younger than the woman. That can of course be happening. But it looks like a mother and son or something. Well, don't speculate, let people do their thing, and it's okay. Oh, Phew. Let's see if it's a good idea to go this way. Or will I regret it?
Goedemorgen.
Man, never greeted so much people in one video. Did I suddenly just get nicer? Oh. Maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. I'm actually more relaxed at the moment because, well, it's a Saturday morning and I'm not standing, I'm not on time. I don't have to be anywhere soon. Maybe it would be a different story when I would have been in a hurry and had to go from A to B and had to be at B at a certain time and I left A very late. Then, oh, big bike behind me. Very, very wide, noisy tires. It's a mud bike or something. I'm not sure what it is, but I can imagine that it drives fantastically with the tires being the suspension. It's because there is play in there of movement up and down. But I also can imagine that it's quite hard to pedal, more resistance. Goedemorgen. Mag ik wel op het asfalt, want ik heb niet zo'n mooie fiets als die meneer. Ja. Nee, zak ik weg. Just ask the ladies in Dutch if I could stay on the asphalt because I don't have a nice fancy bike like the man who's just drove around them through the grass. Which actually is quite possible for him. For me, a little bit of a problem. Goedemorgen. Morgen. Hoi. Well, a lot of people getting outside for a walk. And I can imagine when you went out of bed and now it's, let's see what time it is, it's almost 11 o'clock. People had their sleep in, went out of bed, had some lunch, or actually breakfast, some coffee, and looked at each other in their comfortable sitting chair. What we are going to do on Saturday? Well, shops are closed. Let's go outside and have a walk. And that's a good idea. To get some movement in. Let's see, how can I get by? To the left probably. That's the option. Morgen. Just saying hello, so I'm not having to ring my bell and they are aware that I'm there. Because of course they couldn't see me, and then he won't want people to just cross the road to the left and having them hit the tire between the legs, scooping them up. Probably they fall down, I will be falling down. They will be hurt, I will be hurt. I will be quite angry. They will probably cry after that when I stop being angry. So it's always better to make yourself noticed by bell or by voice. Well, back on track, and I think it's a good idea to get home to get some lunch, or yeah, that will be lunch. Breakfast is not in anymore, at least that's way too late for me. So let's call it lunch when I get home. Wiggle, wiggle your toes. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle your toes to get warm. Well, I don't know how other cyclists do it for longer distances outside, and how to prevent your toes getting cold. Could maybe wear some more socks, one thin sock and one bigger sock over it to create layers, or even maybe put a sock over my shoe. I don't know, that's a good idea, but or wear different shoes, not leather shoes, but some maybe lined shoe with some fur or whatever. Not real fur, of course, fake fur. We're not using real fur, of course. Let's keep the real fur onto the animal. It needs it more than I do. Something is hitting my back wheel. Know what it is? Let's have a stop and let's have a look. Well, what happened? I heard something on the back wheel, and my fender is actually rubbing against the back wheel because one of the fender supports, which goes from the front axle to the lower part of the fender, and the back wheel is broken off, or the back fender is broken off. It does make some noise. Cannot repair it, so I have to go home. And of course, you guessed it, the battery decided to die. I stopped again, and I have to show you this shit. This is the problem. My fender is rubbing against the back wheel. Trying to fix it. Don't know if it's going to be able to do so, but we will try. And we're back on the broken bike, at least the fender. I tried to fix it temporarily. That did not do a very good job with the means I had. I had a piece of wire with me, or rope. It will get me home, but it's not the best solution, so let's go immediately to home, try to get some parts, clean the bike because it's a muddy mess, and then try to repair it, which will be a challenge, I can assure you. But it will get me home. I can now feel it's not rubbing anymore. At least I don't hear it rubbing. Just one of the things that's normally broke on bikes. Brake on bike, you have a fender. It's bolted to the frame underneath the saddle somewhere down there above the tire. And then from the axle, there are two metal rods connected in a big U shape actually, and that's attached to the fender in the inside, on the inside, and the other parts attached to the axles, and that's normally keeps your fender in place. But of course they are, well, always in mud, water, they rust. And finally, when you ride over bumps, then they give way and break. And then one of the supporting rods, just did broke off. Problem with my fender is it's a little bit crooked. It's a little bit, well, twisted. And because the fender is twisted to one side, it's touching the back wheel. But first of all, we're going to get home, warm up and have a look at the bike. It will be done in the afternoon. Don't know if I'm able to get bike parts because we're in lockdown with COVID-19 and I don't know if bike shops are open or not. Probably when you're in an essential store you may be open, but don't know. Oh, it's again rubbing against my wheel. That's not good. Can hear it again. Well, get home ASAP and try to get parts. I actually hate being a bike repair guy. I don't like it very much, but sometimes you have to do things. Oh dear. Well, dipshit. Rattling around. Ha! Crap. Well, that's not good. Lucky I was prepared and had some rope with me. Also has tie wraps with me, but well, when you don't have something to put it on, and now actually tie the rope to the back carrying rack. It's now pulling up actually, which is not what I wanted. I wanted it to pull to the left. Well, then you have to attach it 20 centimeters outside your bike on the bike rack, but it's in mid-air. That's not going to work, actually. Attached the power bank, by the way, camera decided to switch off. So we missed some parts of the video, not much I saw, just had a look back at the screen and I look where it cut off, but not too bad. But that's something you would like to be driving around with for a very long time. That's when I get home, get my camera gear off, get my bike back inside after cleaning it because I saw it was muddy. And let's see if the bike repair store is open, bike shop, to get some parts. Best thing is always to bring your bike with you, because it will be a nightmare to install. Rusty, muddy. Not a mouth face shield or mouth face mask. Number 5 or 6 or something. Crazy.
Lekker.
Imagine that the whole of the world and the whole of the earth and then nature would be your backyard and people would throw rubbish in your backyard. You wouldn't like it. Well, something like this. Now these bumps don't help with the fender. Well, thinking about it, let's get parts, don't install them right away, just let the bike be resting for a while and let the mud a little bit dry, brush it off and try to fix it. But like I said, it can be a challenge because, well, it's the back wheel. I have a problem with the back wheel being there, cannot reach it. A while ago my front fender was broken and I had to put on some new stuff. That's way easier than you just bolt out your front wheel and you can access everything. Well, nice bike ride, a little cold, especially my feet and my face. Body is quite up to temperature. Hands all right. That's the reason why I got my bike bag with me with all kind of stuff. When I have to repair things, I can try at least. But this is not fixable on the fly. I have to do it from home. I have to get parts. Car is speeding like crazy. Hope he doesn't hit anyone. I think it's 50 kilometers an hour here, but 30 would be more advisable. I think he was over 70. Let's take a wild guess. Very hard to try to guess how fast people are going, but well, close to home. So thank you very much for riding with me, hearing me talk, watching these videos and video parts. I will keep you updated on the bike. Try to repair it myself, it doesn't work. Bike shop, leave the bike, repair it, come back next time, pay. So, like the video, check out the description box, subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. I will see you next time, have a great day, and like always, be safe out there.